Hello, so today's another day where I'm really struggling to get going. Got loads of things buzzing around my mind. Just after I stopped speaking to you last night in yesterday's video, they discharged my mum from hospital when I got the impression that they had already decided to give her an enema to clean her out. But yeah, shortly after my brother left because he needed to go and do his night shift, apparently they discharged my parents, and that gave my mind a chance to start making up potentially false reasons for my parents leaving the hospital. When we took my dad to hospital the last time, it seemed like they had decided they were going to do something or other. I can't remember exactly what it was, but then when I left my parents in the waiting room to go back to my car to charge my phone because I needed to use my phone to pay for the parking because you've got to pay for an app. It just seemed like all of a sudden while I was gone, they apparently discharged my dad. So last night when they apparently discharged my mum, I'm just thinking to myself, isn't that a bit too ironic? Is it just that my parents get fed up waiting and, as soon as me or my brother leave, they see that as an opportunity to lie, basically, and say they've been discharged. So, yeah, just an example of how my mind will just create stories unnecessarily. So, yeah, my mum's been discharged apparently with painkillers, and I think they've given her laxatives or told her to take stronger laxatives. But the main thing is she isn't in pain anymore like she was when she phoned me yesterday. Now, I woke up this morning being able to hear my loud neighbour upstairs. I've made a video about that on this channel. One of our neighbours upstairs feels the need to speak with a fake put-on voice because they want to live as a woman instead of a man, which is fine, it's none of my business. But the fact that it is a fake put-on voice, to me, it just seems unnecessary. They don't have to speak that loud. They could just speak with their normal voice. I mean, quite frankly, the fake put-on voice makes them sound more like a man because they just sound like a pantomime guy, playing a woman. Whereas, could just speak in their own voice and then they'll just sound like a woman with a deeper voice. But again, none of my business, but it's just annoying that, it just seems like, a lot of the time I wake up in the morning and I can just hear it straight away, like this weird, fake put on voice. So it's just another reason for my mind to be, starting the day on a negative foot. But, it is what it is. It could be worse. Some people out there have to deal with people playing loud music all night, so we're not having to deal with that. And at the end of the day, whenever I've spoken to the person upstairs, they seem like they're in a bit of a bad place themselves mentally. So I'm just grateful that I'm able to deal with my issues in a way that seems a lot better than they're able to deal with theirs because, they are drinking every day and pretty much live a life, just stuck indoors. But yeah, I've got loads of stuff going around my mind, to be honest. Today, I have planned to go and work on one of my cars, and yeah, I'm just not feeling up to it. So yeah, just a lot of things going around my mind. It's been really hard, really slow for me to get going. I have already written in my journal, meditated, gone for my walk, but then when I came back from my walk, I've just ended up sitting on the sofa, continuing to listen to what I was listening to on my walk, which is a guy called Tony Robbins, who is into sort of motivation, but also healing and health. So yeah, just like sat there listening, continuing to listen to this podcast. And it's just an excuse for me to not get cracking on with my workout. I was struggling to actually start this video as well. And, that has also ended up me delaying me getting on with my workouts. But, I did want to start this video as usual, after my walk and before my workout. So, here I am. But now I am going to force myself to do my workout. Now I'm on back and shoulders again. So I think I'm going to do a bit of deadlift, bit of bent over rows and some shrugs. now that I've forced myself to do my workout, I'm feeling a whole lot better, but I don't want to fall into the same trap I did after my walk and stop the momentum going, so I'm going to jump straight in my cold shower, and then it's breakfast time. I can't tell you how good it always feels when I get out of a cold shower. Some people actually do the cold shower first, you know, because it wakes you up and gets you ready. I've actually thought about doing that because I do struggle to wake up, but I like to have the cold shower last in my sort of routine before I have my breakfast. But yeah, it always makes me feel good. No matter how rubbish I'm feeling during the steps before that, the cold shower always makes me feel good. Anyway, I've now had my breakfast and I'm just about to have my first dose of coffee, which is my main reward for getting through my morning routine because I am a coffee crackhead. Now, my mind is still sort of dreading working on the car today, which is something I really need to do. But before I do that, I do have some work to do on my MacBook. So, you know, it's another example of where I need to stop allowing my mind to drag me into something that I don't have to deal with right now. You know, it's trying to drag me into the future, working on my car, telling me how much I really am not up for it. But, you know, I don't even need to think about that right now because I've got stuff to do on my MacBook. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, well, the day today has literally just disappeared. The video that I needed to edit and get up on YouTube today, although that will be yesterday for you guys watching this video, literally I just about got it up, edited and uploaded by 7 p.m. when I thought I was just going to be able to spend a couple of hours editing it this morning and yeah, still have time to go and work on the cars. But yeah, that's not going to happen. There's only a couple of hours left of daylight. But one thing I do want to focus on this week is forcing myself to declutter my life. You know, get rid of a load of junk in my garages, get rid of some spare parts and just simplify my life a bit. You know, whether I'm going to sell one or more of the cars or not, what I need to do before that is declutter my garages. So I thought, while I've got a little bit of daylight left, although I haven't got time to work on the car today, I thought I'd come around and tidy this garage that I've got here at home. Yeah, because when I work on cars around here, nothing gets put away, nothing's really got a place. You know, this garage has never really been properly organised in the first place. So really can't be bothered to do this, but you know, I need to focus on what I need to do, not what I want to do. So there's a before, just everything just stacked in stupid places. You know, I've got holes here where I could be storing stuff, and then, you know, stuff on this shelf, not really making good use of the space. I've still got to get all my tools out of this bag from where we went on the Northern Ireland trip. They can go back in their proper case, and yeah, even the tools just stacked on top of there. It's just a joke. All right, this is how far I've got. Managed to get all the tools back in the toolbox, and yeah, this shelving thing is looking way more tidy. It still all needs to be gone through again, but yeah, at least everything's kind of got a home now. And then all painting stuff is here. Again, could do with going through it. Little pile over here to take to my other garage. My girlfriend has been holding a torch for me. And then I've got a load of bits that I'm going to leave on the roof of this car to make sure that I take pictures of these and put them on eBay before I do anything tomorrow. And we've got quite a few bags of rubbish. These radiators, I can't remember which one leaks and which one doesn't, so I'm just going to throw them away. We'll take the fan off that one first though. But yeah, I've only really scratched the surface of tidying up my life, but progress is progress. All right, so back from the garage. In fact, I ended up digging through my shed for a little bit when I got back from the garage, because there's a few little parts that I was supposed to put on eBay ages ago that were in the shed, and yeah, they just get forgotten about. So while I was on a bit of a flow state, I decided to dig them bits out, and I'm going to put them on eBay this evening. But yeah, just had a shower, and this evening we're going to be having marinated chicken with salad. Seeing as my girlfriend hasn't started making the salad yet, I'm guessing I'm on salad duty. But yeah, today's been another day where I started the day really not up for doing anything, and you know, I just pushed through using my discipline. Wasn't as productive as would have been ideal, but you know, I was way more productive in the end than I would have been if I allowed my mind to just make me do absolutely nothing. You know, as it turned out, the video that I needed to edit today took way longer than I was expecting, so I probably wouldn't have got round to working on the car today anyway, really. But, you know, even though, you know, it was sort of 7 p.m. by the time I'd finished doing everything I needed to on the MacBook, I decided that it was the right thing to at least go around the garage and do some tidying up, because I knew that that needed to be done. In an ideal world, I was planning to do that before I worked on the car today anyway, and now that it is tidy, I'm feeling a lot better about doing the work on the car that I need to tomorrow. Obviously, we'll just have to see exactly how I feel in the morning, because, you know, I live my life one day at a time. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed following me on another day in the life. You know, I just want to take you with me and explain everything that goes on in my mind on a day-to-day basis, explain how my mind always tries to trip me up. And look, you know, this is real life. This is me dealing with my own issues day in, day out. And making these videos is helping me to deal with those issues, and from the messages I get from loads of you guys that watch these videos are somewhat inspirational and motivational to loads of you guys out there, and it just strengthens my belief that, you know, I've got this duty and this calling to inspire other people out there to have a more healthy life. And quite frankly, I believe that I only deserve to live a clean and healthy life if I put this work in every day and inspire other people, because, you know, the way that I've lived most of my adult life is literally as a waste man, and I pretty much deserve to be in the gutter with nothing, and I'm not in the gutter with nothing, so I'm grateful for that. Anyway, my girlfriend's calling me to make this salad. I'm going to wrap this video up, but I will be back tomorrow for another video where I take you through my day and describe exactly what's going on in my life and my head. But as usual, feel free to say hello in the comments and we'll have a chat. But other than that, thanks for watching.